Destiny 5 gamers, it is time for some more Guessing Your Rank. It's been a minute since the last Guessing Your Rank, so we're gonna get back right into it. I think we'll have 1 or 2 more Guessing Your Rank videos until we open up a new form, which will feature a lot of the new adjustments characters have had. Crazy new adjustments. So I'm really excited to open up a new form sometime soon. Gonna wait a little bit longer because people still need to, go up the ranks. It's still pretty early on in this season, but yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. As a reminder, please keep in mind that this is just for fun. All opinions and thoughts said by me are just, for fun, not to be taken super seriously. So let's just have some fun with this. With that being said, let's get right into the first match. It's time for the first match. We got my boy, my goat, Dragon Hunter Composer out here on Hospital. Against a Nightwatch. Ooh, I can already tell you're going to win this because Nightwatch on Hospital sucks. That's going to be a Blink Detention confined Nightwatch who is lost right now? Or is he laggy? What the heck? Did he just log into the... Okay, I'm not really sure what happened here. We're going to see a Tied Psychologist with Borrow. That is interesting. We're going to see a Full Kite Composer, Little Girl, and then Prisoner who is just hiding? No, the Psychologist is... What is this Psych doing? Wait, what? Nah, this has got to be like low tier. Why is the Psych just hiding? Oh, nah, this is definitely low tier. I can tell. This is 100% low tier. Why would the Psych be hiding that long? What is she doing? Get on a Cypher. She's just running around like a doofus. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, guys, Tied Psychologist is a bit of a weird thing, right? But I highly recommend if you are going to play Ada, there's no reason to hide behind that palette, by the way. You just want to drop it and get distance against Nightwatch. If you're gonna play Tied Ada, guys, you not only do you have to be extremely good at kiting, with your raw kites, but you also need to. I just wouldn't do it in solo rank. Oh, that was so greedy. That was so greedy. That was so greedy. I think the best thing that you could have done there once you dropped that pallet was flywheel to the other pallet and drop it as well. That way the Nightwatch had to cancel his win and maybe jump over the pallet or something. That's going to be basement too. Okay, I can definitely tell right now that this is rather low tier. Oh, but the Nightwatch got greedy and you had max struggle. Oh, that's actually kind of huge. That is actually kind of huge. I cannot lie. He's using his wind here. Will we see a crazy flywheel? Flywheel? Okay, good flywheel, good flywheel. Get to the pallet here. Nice, you win the mind game. You're a little lost, Where do we go from here? Okay, go back inside Hospital. Yes, will you take the vault right here? Okay, another, oh, and I think you make that pallet because the broken window speed is, drop it. Okay, I couldn't really tell. You're not really looking behind you, so I didn't know where the Nightwatch was. Okay, that was good though, that was good. That was really good. That was really good. Now the Nightwatch is like, nope, I'm not gonna get greedy this time. So you are a max struggle full kite composer. That is honestly pretty greedy, I cannot lie. Why is the prisoner rescuing? Why is the psychologist with Tied not? Okay, I'm confused. Don't drop that pallet, you don't make it. Nice. Very good. He has his wind here. Let's see a wind suck right here. Huh? Oh, he was late. Okay. For some reason, he didn't use a speed boost. Don't wait. That no. Do not wait there. Drop the pallet and keep running. Do not wait there. Especially when you're in ruins, you want to get deeper into ruins. Okay, this is good. The double pallet drop. What the heck? All right, we're gonna go to this pallet here. Drop it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is literally how you kite Nightwatch. Nightwatch is very weak to pallet spam. Don't drop this one. This pallet sucks. Don't drop that. Nice. Okay, that pallet's trash. That is what people call that pallet right there. They refer to it as a Sui pallet in Hospital because, like, if you drop it, you literally die because there's, like, nothing there. It's literally a pallet only used for mind games. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, my goodness. Okay, that is an option that you're supposed to do against Nightwatch when you have literally no other option. Oh, my goodness. This pallet. Yo, you're actually making use of one of the worst pallets in the entire game. That's kind of crazy. Okay, and they just pop. Which is interesting. They actually paid it. Either one, they weren't paying attention and they just popped because they just felt like it, or two, that's crazy. Your flywheel was almost ready. Or two, they actually paid attention to the fact that you had no borrowed time. I'm gonna guess since this is low tier, they just popped because they just felt like it. Nightwatch has no No trump card though, so this should be a win. What is the prisoner doing? Why is the prisoner feeding tinnitus? Just leave. Priz? Okay. I don't know why the prisoner didn't just leave. Okay. This might actually end up being a draw now because the prisoner... Oh my gosh. Dude, bro, Priz. Bruh, yeah, this is definitely low tier. This is definitely low tier. I don't think this is worker bee. This looks like hound. This looks like hound to me. I would say this is hound. Where like people sort of have an idea of what's going on and they have like decent chase and decent kite, but the game sense is incredibly lacking. Like with the how the psych was just like hiding for like a full minute in shack doing literally nothing. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's a decent draw. I would say that is probably yeah, that's gotta be hound. That has to be hound. And what rank are you? What that's Griffin? No, bro, that's not Griffin. You're joking. That's not Griffin. There's no way that's Griffin. Bro, there's literally no way that is Griffin. I'm sorry, there's no way. With the psychologist hiding in shack that for like a whole minute, and the prisoner just like, for some reason he was feeding tinnitus when the Night Watch didn't have trump card. I thought that was hound. I mean, I'm doing that basically for teammates. I mean, the kite was fine. It wasn't. I mean, the initial kite was kind of bad, but the rebound was good. But I feel like the game sense was incredibly lacking for Griffins, and I've been fighting Griffins and getting my butt kicked as opera singer. I don't know, bro. That doesn't seem like Griffin to me. That felt a lot like hound. Again, the kite was fine. I think your kite was pretty good. A little greedy in some places, but for the most part, it was pretty solid. I would just be careful taking vaults against speedy characters like Night Watch next time. Next match, looks like we got ourselves a Hell Ember here. Shimi TTV, so we got a Twitch streamer out here. Maybe go check him out. We got Detention Inso, looks like we had Hunt as well in the build there. Let's see. That's not Control Freak, is it? Why do they actually have Control Freak on Red Church? Or am I just stupid? Wait, oh no, I think you automatically have it because of Hunt, right? Or wait, no. No, wait, what? I'm confused. All right, anyway. I guess I'll have to take a look at the build at the start again. So we got a Mechanic with Borrowed Time Knee-Jerk. We got a Mage with Tide and Borrowed. We got a Full Kite Dock and a Flywheel Borrowed and Changed. This is honestly fine. These builds are fine here. Full Kite Dock is pretty common. And then Tide Magician seems pretty decent in rank. I mean, especially after Magician's latest buff, which did not apply. All these rank matches are from like, I believe 4 to 5 months ago. Maybe a little bit longer at this point. Yeesh, I don't know. It's been a while though, it's been a while. So a lot of the latest buffs and nerfs have not applied here. Let's see. You are actually in that, which is fine for Leo because he just gets free flames. Which you are, yeah, that's what I say. You are fine. I'm surprised your stupid flame bro is so dumb and didn't hit the dock. But yeah, you are completely fine. Just what? That missed? That's such a scam. Wait, double hit, double hit. Oh, blocker off, double hit, blocker off, double hit. Oh, yep. Blocker off, double hit. Nice. I already knew what you were going for there. Very nice. The only issue is that you have no flames for camp. That is the issue here. So you're just gonna have to get lucky with a lucky Terror Shock or something here. Let's see. All right, take a look inside. We see somebody decoding there. And oh, hello. What the heck? Okay. And drop down hit. Oh no, that's so unfortunate. Right inside the pallet. Oh man, Graveyard's so annoying, dude. Graveyard's so annoying. Okay. Wait. Whoa. Why is everybody here? Hello? The bot? I'd switch. Yeah, I don't even care. I'd switch. I'd be like, I found my decoder. I can just use flame to like go after the bot or something. I would hit the bot. No? Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a weird position here. I guess you're gonna be chasing down the mechanic. So let's see. I'm kind of curious how you're gonna win this because most people don't post their losses. We didn't see a red puppet trick either. I'm surprised you didn't go for it here. There's no reason to have the Flame Bro keep going. I'm not really sure why your Flame Bro is still going there. Again, I don't know any of the Leo tricks, so I'm not like a really good Leo player, but I do know that like, I think keeping the Flame Bro out there for so long was probably unnecessary. So the doc heals up. We're gonna put red puppet on chair. Our other puppet is, I think it's still back like God Kite. Wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say, if you could re-teleport back to the chair, whoo, that would have been crazy. The bot is out there decoding though. This might be a, but you had a flame in the doc. Oh, Doc, you got hit by the day one Leo, bro. Oh, this doc got hit by the day one Leo. Oh, that's actually so good for you. That's so good for you. Oh, let's go, the Leo camp. Oh my gosh, dude. Yo, I know this magician's like, are you serious, bro? This should have been a win. But 2 stuffed rescues, and that is it, bro. That is it. Oh my gosh. I'd be so mad if I was just mage. I'd be so mad. Okay, they're gonna try to pick up the Enchantress here. Surely. Oh, nope. Enchantress heals slowly. May's gonna go heal the doc. Mechanic can keep decoding with her bot, which for some reason she isn't doing. Oh, we attempt the red puppet trick. We don't get it though. Mage gets the body block. Okay. We do have our blink ready. They're gonna go for another double rescue on the Enchantress here. But the puppet hit the mage. It hit the mage, and now you're chasing the dog, and you blink her because she's out of the game. Oh my goodness, dude. You just turned this losing game into a win, just like that. Just like that. And the only one out there is the mech. Wait, are they 3 ciphered too? 1, 2. They're 3 ciphered. Oh my, they can't win. They literally can't win. It's impossible. It's impossible. You know the doc is, or you know the mech is somewhere nearby. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, even if they had a chance, all the 3 ciphers are on this side of the map. So all they'd be able to do is run away and heal, come back, run away, heal, come back. With your puppets and like all that map pressure that you have with Leo, it's just, yeah, it's just not enough for them. Dang, dude. We'll chair the mage. And then we get the mech, surely, right? We TP back. TP again. Ooh. Oh my gosh, how'd you know? The game's, and she just gives up. Nice. Okay. Dang. That Leo kind of went crazy, I must say. Again, the initial chase was okay, but that's not what Leo's all about, bro. He's all about that map pressure and all about that camp. I can't believe Doc got hit by the day one puppet, though. I mean, that was kind of a surprise, but dang, dude, I gotta say, that was impressive. That was some impressive Leo gaming. That honestly, that Leo, that feels like a Cyclops Leo. I think I'm inclined to put that Cyclops. I don't know if those players are Alicorns, so I feel like they might be Griffins, but I feel like your Leo could be Cyclops. I'm gonna say Cyclops for this one. And Saber 3. Saber 3, really? I'm actually kind of surprised. I think you could definitely get to one-eyed Cyclops with that Leo, definitely. Yeah, I definitely think you could. I think just like work on the chase a little bit more, but the camp is looking good. It's looking very, very good, must say. Nice rank match there. Next match, we got Eerie Ether out here with some and gaming. What the? Oh, I saw that. I saw that like single frame of cat that just appeared up top. That was scary. All right, let's see here. We're up against a Professor, Doc, Entomologist once. Ooh, hi, Millie. And then Priestess. What are these 2 people? Yo, I'm getting flashbacks to the first match. Why are 2 people in Shack? What the heck? I feel like this doesn't happen if you choose, if there's spawn selection that often. Okay. Well, so far, it looks like the melee is going to be cooked here, which is kind of sad for me as a melee fan. But I do... Oh, this is... Yeah, okay. Your Ann seems really good, I can tell. But the survivors so far... Okay, melee actually does the cat... Uh-huh. Okay, I'm guessing that was a misinput there. Okay. Interesting. All right, mate. Weird mistakes all of a sudden. I don't know what the doctor is doing here. I cannot lie. I have no idea what the doc is doing here. This doc is so greedy. This doc is very, very greedy. Melly got very greedy by dropping that pallet. I don't know why she did that. There's no reason to. And of course, this is before the melee buff, so she cannot pull back her bees. We might see you smack the bees here real quick. Smacks the bees. Yep, there we go. And are we sharing basement? Is basement here? No, we're sharing it Shack. Okay. I'm a little surprised that we're chairing Shack, because if you chaired right in that area where the doc was, you could immediately press your doc off the cipher, but now 2 people are decoding. If you chaired on the doctor's cipher, only one person beat decoding, so I'm not really sure why we didn't chair there. At the same time, though, this chair isn't bad at all because there is good visibility and you can stuff a rescue somewhat well here. Now, let's see. Professor's coming on in here. He's going to start emoting for some reason. The cats were used a little bit too early, so now let's see if Professor has good reaction time. No, he does not. Okay. What? Okay, no. So the Professor should have gone out where Melly's going. And the Melly should have gone inside Shack because that has a higher chance to rebound. Now, in a tournament situation, I would say it should be swapped because in tournaments, if you get double down, you kind of just lose because hunters are so freaking cracked in that. Wait a minute, what? Okay. I can't even say the Professor was goated because he literally got lucky because he didn't react. He literally pressed his scale before you swung, and then you swung at it for some reason. The blink, Melly couldn't react. Okay. Well, that, This is a weird game. This is a weird game. That was also an instant rescue by the Professor, by the way, so they lost a lot of time, a lot of decoding time there. Looks like they did pop Hospital here, and next kite is going to be this doctor. I don't know what the doctor is doing, once again. She needs to respect the fact that you're an Ann. Oh my goodness. That is one of my least favorite Ann tricks in the entire game. I hate when that happens to me as a survivor. I hate when it happens to me as a survivor because I can never get it to work as a hunter. It's really hard to do. It takes like micro positioning, but oh my gosh, dude. I can never get it as a hunter. And when I do, the survivor somehow always has like an item or like a flywheel or some form of, ability to deal with it. So this should be a win here. I mean, it looks like they're not even rescuing. They're just kind of working on ciphers, which I don't really know why. Yeah, the biggest mistake here was the Professor early rescuing when he probably should have left it to somebody else. The Melly make a few mistakes with her kite. This is going to be an after half rescue here as well. Cats are gone, so you cannot jump, but it's after half, and that's what's important. The doctor also not respecting you. The doctor should have gone inside hospital immediately. The second she saw, yeah, this doctor made a few mistakes. The second Melly died on that chair nearby the doctor, the doc should have gone straight into hospital. There's no excuse. She's just gone straight inside hospital. Even if not hospital, maybe go forest. Because by staying there, she gives the N a very easy chase, and she died out on one of the worst corners of the map. For those who don't know, oh my goodness, there was a priestess right there and you didn't see her. That's funny. But yeah, for those who don't know, that corner right there on the hospital map is the weakest corner. Pro players even call that the crap corner, although they will use a word that I cannot, as I am a family-friendly channel. But that is known as a very, very bad corner. And it's typically really, really bad if you die there and really, really bad if you kite there because the only thing that's there is a single window. That's it. One window and nothing else. The rest of hospital, though, is pretty OP because it's full of big walls, big tall walls with OP windows, and really, really strong pallets. There's like pallets everywhere on this map. And also the hospital itself, the building, is very OP. Okay, so the Professor healed up with the Priestess. Priestess herself did not heal up, so now you're just gonna chase the Priestess here. Okay, I'm a little confused. Forget about healing, focus on the coding. Well, that cipher's only 60. We don't see a scale from the Professor. This Professor has been very hit or miss with the scales, I must say. Very hit or miss. We kind of messed up the cats, but we have cross, so it doesn't matter. I like how you swing at the Professor after... I like how you're only swinging at the Professor after he already uses his scale. It's funny. I mean, this is fine. I do agree with chasing the Professor here because he's the one closer to Cypher. If you were to go after the Priestess and tunnel her now, you would probably potentially only get one out instead of this 4K. I mean, either way, you already got 2 kills, so it's a guaranteed win. Not the best jump there, not the best jump. Do we see a cross at all? Oh, we see blink. Okay. That should be the hit right there. Okay. Priestess, for some reason, portals to the site? Okay, I don't understand. Yeah, just chair right here. Toss out cats. No. chair. I guess you're gonna okay. Chair first. Chair, there we go. And Priestess should be dead here. Ooh, unfortunate. Okay. Well, this is just gonna be a very, very long delayed game. There's no way that's primed. There's no way. What the? Okay, Priestess goes down. I would just use your cats. Come on. In this situation, use your cats. Yes. Yes. And he's dead. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Much better. Yeah, when you can use your... No. Go pick up Priestess first. Okay. Priestess heals very fast. There's a very high chance she's going to be able to self-heal here. Always pick up the... In this situation, always pick up the Priestess first because Priestess heals very fast. And also, she was the one you knocked down first. And you want to pick her up first so she won't be able to self-heal in time. If you picked up the Priestess first, shared her on that Cypher, like right that was in your field of vision, and then shared the Professor, you would have got them both without having to do all this extra work here. Okay. Yeah, overall, pretty solid game. A few mistakes. But for the most part, pretty solid game overall. I would just say keep in mind the order of things and never be afraid to use your cats. And cat cooldown is only 10 seconds. It's a very, very fast cooldown. Don't be stingy about using your cats. Literally spam those things if you have to because cats are very, very strong. Overall, I think that was a solid game. I think I'm going to say probably... I think I'll say Croc for this one. This one seems like a Croc game. And you are Cobra 2. Okay, yeah, you can definitely make Croc. You can definitely make... I think you could get Saber with that, Anne. You could definitely make Saber. I think you might need a little more practice to try to get to Manticore, but you could definitely hit Saber with that, Anne. I definitely think so. All right, next up we got Radicusmax 1, also known as Rad. So this one's gonna be a little bit of a cheat because obviously Rad is a friend of the channel. One of the biggest supporters of the channel, like in donations as well, I must say. And their Gamekeeper, I will say, is very, very scary, especially their camp. I think almost every time I've rescued from Rad, I've got TS. I think I've maybe rescued from Rad one time successfully. Every other time I've been Terror Shocked. So I'm very curious to see how Rad will do in this match. So a couple greedy hooks here so far, though. Not gonna get hit on this anti. Oh, the patience though. Okay, very nice, very nice. But I do know that Rad is a pretty high ranked player. I'm not really sure. No. How? How did you know? How did that work? Okay, that's kind of crazy. All right, and we're gonna chair on a Cypher here. Fun fact for those who don't know, this is really good too. You're gonna clean up all these boxes as well. Chairing on a Cypher is one of the best things that you can do as a hunter because right now there are only 2 survivors decoding, and potentially there's only gonna be 1 decoding any second now because the mercenary might come on in here. The dancer is here though. The dancer is constantly up. Well, you see her. Oh, it looks like she snuck past. Okay, let's see the hook. Let's see. Double chance to Terror Shock. Ooh, look at how slow it moves because the box. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, she was too scared. I feel that, dude. I feel that. Even in the slow box, she was too scared. That's crazy. I mean, hey, I don't blame the dancer, bro. I don't blame the dancer. I truly don't. I probably would have done the same thing. We might see a blink here. Oh, but the slow box. Wait, but the dancer being here means that the... Oh. The flute, that was actually really smart from the ante. Okay, we're gonna clean up this box here. Dude, yeah, this is what I mean. Dancer's so good. Oh my gosh, dancer is so good. The fact that the dancer was there, though, it means that the flute does not last nearly as long. Ante will most likely go down here. She only has 1 more flute usage. Oh, nice. Okay, that was a good flute, but basic hit. And boom, there we go. Okay, at least she forced the basic. That was very, very solid from the ante. Man, I remember back when there used to be no hole there. Never again, bro, never again. Okay, that's it down, and there's still 3 ciphers remaining. That mid cipher is probably, I'm gonna guess, like 70, 80%. Oh, it sounds further than that. Sounds like it could be 80, 90% right here. Okay, we are at full presence, which is good, so we can keep throwing out our hook and throwing out our hook over and over and over again. You're definitely gonna want to try to find the dancer. You know where she is. There's the dancer. Ooh, do we see a scam hook? Scam hook? No scam hook? Okay, that's 2 shockwaves though, so she's gonna be very, very slow. Ooh, That doesn't hit? Yo, I can't believe that doesn't hit, but yet I've been hit by plenty of scam hooks before. Yeah, this slow box is like saving her life so hard. Slow box is so good, I'm telling you. Look at how long she's cutting just because slow box. And yep, there's the trap. I was about to say we haven't really used too many traps here. Does get greedy for the pallet drop, and that is going to be the down. Very, very solid. Oh, only one cipher remaining. Okay. Unfortunately, struggled back into the slow box, so for 2 more seconds, you're going to be slow. No basin here, which is also quite unlucky, I must say. Not the best luck for poor Rad here. Then the Merc is... and the Merc is just doing his thing. Okay. You know, somebody's getting invited to some custom games, it seems. Okay, Mercenaries here. Oh, went for a greedy hook there. Greedy hook. Let's see. At the moment, this is looking like a draw. If this was me, I would personally go to the Composer. And it looks like you're going to do that too. Yep, I agree. Why bother tunneling the Dancer when you could go for the Composer and slow the Cypher Rush? Because now nobody's decoding right now. Let's see it. No Shockwave. Okay. Composer should be... I can't believe he took that vault. That was so brave. That was actually incredibly brave. I cannot believe he did that. Okay, we might need to see a trap here. At that window, at least. Nope, no traps. Okay, they're going to heal the Dancer far away while the Composer kites this out here. Yeah. You know, it's so funny. I saw that coming a mile away, but I think I would have also got hit by it. That's the thing. Okay, scam hook. Wait for the flywheel. Beautiful patience. There it is. Beautiful patience. Okay. I'm surprised you're not dropping more traps, so I feel like that's like the one thing I think you could be doing more often, but then again, I know you're trying to... You lose distance when you use a trap, so it kind of makes sense. We use Blink here. Okay. Trade swap? No trade swap. Interesting. Okay. We'll chair Composer near this Cypher here. The Mercenaries here. Now, the question is, how do you win from this situation? You can win by stuffing a rescue because the Dancer's Cypher is only going to be like, what, 40? Well, this one's like 70? Yeah, it's only 30. Okay. Overestimated by 10%. So if you're able to kill the Mercenary, or at least force a very early rescue, you could potentially... I actually don't know. Hold on. Let's see. If you Terror Shock the Mercenary, that's it. Like, that's obviously just the win. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's it! Oh, Red, let's go. The Gamekeeper. I told you Rad's Camp is goated, bro. I told you guys. And the Composer's saying you're on your own. Bro, I'd like to see you do better. Come on. I hate when people ping you're on your own for one of the hardest rescue things against, dude. I swear. Like Clown and Gamekeeper, they're so hard to... Yo, do it again, bro. Again. Oh. The farm. Beautiful. Okay, Composer will be out of the game. Mercenary will definitely not heal in time. And that is 4K. 3K minimum, definitely 4K. Very well played. Very, very well played. Yeah, I don't know why the Composer's pinging you're on your own, bro. There's no reason to. Okay, we'll put down a trap here. And we'll pick up the Merc. And we'll chair him mid. Does he struggle free? I feel like he might struggle free. Does he? He does struggle free. Okay. I think in this situation, you could have done the trap trick, actually. Where you drop a trap, drop him into the trap. Yeah, I think you could have done that, actually. Dancer might be able to pop here, actually. No, just barely won't be able to. Okay. Okay, another hook. Another hook for the Gamekeeper. Waiting for the flywheel. Beautiful patience. Mercenary will come to this Cypher, it seems. Interesting. So is he gonna prime that Cypher? Is he gonna pop the Cypher? Is he gonna come for the rescue? He has plenty of options. I think the smartest one for him to do is just to not be on that Cypher and just to hide and run away and go for dungeon. It looks like he's actually gonna try to get the rescue, which he... Ooh. No? Maybe? No? He's gonna pop? He pops. Okay. Well, now I have a pretty good idea of where he's gonna go. And the good thing about Gamekeeper is that since you do damage with your hook, you don't have to worry about the Mercenary delayed damage for like 16 seconds or whatever it is. Watch him get Terror Shocks. Oh, well, he's dead. Boom. Beautiful game. Beautiful game, Rad. Beautiful game. I'm telling you, dude, the camp. Oh, the blink trick? The blink trick? The blink trick. Let's go. For a little bit of extra style points. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that Terror Shock onto the Mercenary changed the game. 100% changed the game. There was a draw potential there until the mercenary got TS. I'm telling you, I told you Rad's camp is so good. The way Rad reacts is just too crazy, dude. It is simply too crazy. But yeah, I think overall that was like a really well played game. A couple mistakes, a couple greedy hooks, but like I think like the game sense and overall like decision making were just like perfect, on point, like almost every single time. Yeah, I don't know where you were in the ranks at the time of this. Those survivors seem pretty good for the most part. I think I might just say, oh, I think I'll say dragon for that one, actually. I think I'll say dragon. And yay, there we go. First one right of the day. You are indeed in dragon. That's actually pretty close to peak tier too. I was like, I don't think that was quite peak tier. I knew that wasn't quite peak tier because I feel like the survivors would be a little stronger there. But yeah, that was very impressive game from Rad. Moving on to the next match now, we have a lucky guy here named aliuce. Aliuce? I don't know. But it's interesting because we don't really see a lucky guy being played too often. We see a little bit of a light bulb effect there. Going up against Evil Reptilian on Arms Factor. You're gonna hide it out here first. I think the trail will definitely reveal you, so I think you should be a little careful here. Lizard does not have peepers, which is gonna be, oh, that was so close. Okay, elbow pad here for distance. Not bad, oh, that's so risky. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're playing so risky right now. You're scaring me. I think you were so close enough anyway, but I think the best thing that you could have done there was use elbow pad after the lizard jumps. As a general rule, whoever uses their item / resource first tends to lose. Like, especially if it's like for distance, right? For example, like an acrobat or a patient hook versus a geisha. If she's able to force out the bomb in the hook before, then usually she'll get the hit right after with a dash. So if you're able to, oh, that's so unlucky that trades. That's so unlucky. Look at the speed boost though. Oh my gosh, veteran speed boost plus knee jerk going all the way to sandbag. Sheesh. So much. I didn't even see Lizard use a warp here to catch up on distance. Well, then again, I guess he can jump. Lizard can cover a lot of distance very, very quickly. Our window vault is ready here. Definitely take the window vault here. Go Neo. Well, Lizard kind of predicted your movements there a little bit. We'll see a jump, and I think you make the window. You should be able to make this window too. This window right here is really good. Oh, that was so close. Oh my gosh, you're not looking behind you, but I can tell he was so close, dude. Oh my goodness. Just barely making these vaults, I swear. Okay, there we go. That was a good kite though. That was very good kite. That was like, yeah, that was 3 ciphers and then some. Very, very solid kite there. With lucky guy too. It doesn't even say that you are full kite though, which definitely did help out the kite. So I'm kind of curious to see if this will turn into a win, if it'll just be a draw. Because typically when people run full kite, they do very well. They kite 3 ciphers, but the issue is the end game. Okay, we get the free rescue with the cowboy. He hits the cowboy. That's fine. Lizard should jump after you now. Ooh, gonna try to hide it out. Nope, Lizard caught up. Okay. Cowboy might try to harass? Yeah, he's here to harass. Okay. He's here to support. And Lizard's just gonna keep moving. The jump. Ooh, but the cowboy save. Let's go. Okay. Cowboy and lucky guy. Who knew? What a team, bro. What a team. Okay. Yeah, so far, so good. That only took up 10% lasso. I kind of forget how much durability Cowboy Lasso has. Sheesh. Oh, narrowly avoids the Grand Slam. Your flywheel's almost ready. Ooh, we see a flywheel here. Flywheel to get the pallet. We don't drop. Oh my gosh, you really just like walking through pallets. You don't panic drop, which is nice. We'll see the cowboy right here. Cowboy flywheels the Grand Slam. Cypher's almost gonna be ready. Oh, that doesn't hit. Yeah, okay. If that lizard had impulsive, that was hitting. I guarantee it. I think the only reason that didn't hit is because of lack of impulsive. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, what? He predicted you. Look at your MS right now. Oh my gosh. I know it's not the MS in the game, but oh my goodness, 400. That would suck. And there's the focus. Okay, they listened to you. I'm saying, dude, okay, this has got to be... This feels like Alicorn gameplay. This feels like... Ooh, nice pallet stun. Beautiful. That's 3 pallet stuns right now. Okay, oh, the movement. Okay, I see you. You'll probably go down right here, though. Let's see. Okay, yeah, going to go down right here. Cowboy's getting a little greedy, though. Cowboy, I don't know why the Cowboy's so greedy. Cowboy, leave. Literally, the cowboy needs to leave. I don't know what the cowboy's doing here. Cowboy's getting very, very greedy. The thing is, if the lizard accepted the draw, he should just warped onto the cowboy, forced out his lasso, jumped, killed the cowboy at half health, and then boom, that was it. But now he's gonna kill the Mind's Eye instead, and he's gonna be able to heal you up in time. Does he make it? Ooh, oh, he tried to press the, oh, see, when you're in that situation, I just swing. In that situation, you always just swing there. Because now he has to re-kite, or re-chase, it looks like. Oh, poor lizard, bro. Poor lizard. He just surrendered. Yeah, I feel that, bro. I feel that. Okay, I think what the lizard should have done was the second he noticed that the cowboy was there, you just commit to getting a draw. Because the lucky guy just went down. You warp onto the cowboy, scare him, force him to use lasso, jump, grand slam his lasso, and then boom, that's it. Like that's what you got to go for. And then he can just warp back, pick up lucky guy, chair, and then pick up cowboy, drop him next to the chair. And then once he self-picks up or does anything, you just kill him. Yeah, honestly, that was a decent game. That was a pretty solid game. A couple mistakes, but like for the most part, I think that was really, really good kiting. Your mind games were really good with the pallets, I gotta say. The mind games were so good. Felt like you were kind of conditioning the lizard to keep walking through the pallets, and you punished him for doing that. So that was well played. Very well played. That felt like Alicorn. I think I'm gonna say Alicorn for that one. And that's Griffin. That's only Griffin 4. Dude, Griffin is so crazy. Because this match was Griffin, but that other weird match with the Ada hiding for 60 seconds is also Griffin? That's what I don't understand, bro. Griffin is weird, man. Griffin is such a weird tier. All right, this match is going to be interesting because we have a psychologist here named Adamessmer. So this is just the real psychologist. Dropping some psychologist stickers as well. How interesting. I don't know who that is. That Postman? Okay, you're going up against a Ripper with I'm sorry. First off, that was that Foggy Blade. You should not have got hit by that Foggy Blade. Second off, this guy has Listen. He's unironically bringing Listen into rank. Is this Worker Bee? No, this can't be Worker Bee. This doesn't look like Worker Bee gameplay. Why does he have Listen? Is he just him? Nah, bro. You know what? As the S1 Ripper, Listen is actually his most viable trait, specifically against the Psychologist, because you have to listen to her. She's like a doctor, right? She's called Dr. Mesmer. Nice Foggy dodge. You gotta listen in on her, psychology treatment. So if you listen well, you'll be at peace, and your psychology will be so good, Yeah, definitely. Anyway, this is a pretty good kite so far. I mean, the first Foggy was kind of bad. Like that definitely was pretty easy to dodge, I feel like. Oh, got a little greedy for that hit there. Yeah, I'll say got a little greedy for that potential pallet stun there. I think that was quite greedy. I don't know why you keep cutting Shack. I really don't. Yeah, I feel like Shack is. Other than again, you do have a knee-jerk boost, so maybe you can use that right here. Shack isn't really too bad here. Ooh, we see a Foggy. Nope, he's gonna switch targets. Okay, interesting. No, he lost you? No, he's not? What the? He is blind? Huh? Yo, use Listen. Bro, use Listen. What's going on right now? He's not even using... Dude, he lost track of you and didn't even use Listen to try to find you. That's crazy. All right, there should be a guaranteed down. Yep, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say, Foggy's all over that. I think unless you can go for some juke play there, that is going to be a guaranteed down. Okay. Let's see. So, that was a 3-cipher kite. Oh, it looked like the Ripper was lagging a little bit too. That's kind of unlucky for him. Okay, and there's the Listen, baby. There's the Listen. Okay, this has got to be like Elk, bro. This has to be Elk. There's no way. This 100% has to be Elk. He's actually unironically using Listen. Oh, that's so goofy, dude. The Ripper with Listen. Okay, he really just threw out that Foggy. No thoughts, head empty. Yo, I'm sorry, Grave. I'm sorry, but that's got to be one of the most embarrassing feelings in the world. getting TS as a grave when you rescue so dummy fast, and then the Ripper hits you with the whoa. Oh, the post-hand mistimed his. He can't swing because it's not the. He can't swing because, dude, this Ripper nerfed himself. He can't swing because he has the blue cane rose, the blue rose cane, whatever accessory. He can't swing because he literally nerfed himself by bringing Listen and the blue rose cane, and he gets a double foggy hit. Dude, this Ripper might actually be the S2 Ripper, only behind my Ripper. This might, oh my gosh, and he gets the chair before the Projector stuns? Dude, this might actually be the S2 Ripper, I can't lie. And he hits the, dude, this Ripper is so crazy because he makes like an awful choice and then makes a godlike choice right afterwards, bro. I don't understand. He'll throw his Foggy at nothing and then get one of the craziest TS's. And then he'll just do nothing and like listen. And then he'll just double hit with Fog. Like, it's crazy, dude. He gets the grave down. Dang, this Cypher is moving fast. Sheesh. Exterior decoding with multiple people is so dumb. What? Is it primed? You guys primed it, right? What the? Prime it first. What the heck? Prime it first. Yeah, you leave, you to pop. Wait, whoa. That was dangerous. Okay. Yeah, you obviously pop. Heal up the post-hand. Post-hand goes to rescue. I mean, they should probably double rescue this, actually, potentially. Post-hand can't do it, surely. Let's see. Post-hand get hit by Foggy. He hits the chair. Okay, this Ripper is so weird, bro. This Ripper is so weird. Okay, stun. I don't know why the grave got in his shovel even though the Cypher is primed. Save that for a detention hit, buddy. Because you're still not gonna pop it. Okay, that was literally just a waste of an item. Yeah, this has gotta be Elk. This has to be Elk. If this wasn't, what? He got hit by that? Yo, this is, I'm telling you, bro, this is the S2 Ripper. He makes like one of the weirdest decisions of all time, only to come back and like just be like make a crazy decision. This Ripper is truly an enigma. This Ripper is truly just so weird, and he still lost because he only has detention and listen. That was one of the weirdest matches I think I've ever seen in guessing your rank. Not the weirdest, I've seen weirder, but that was definitely one of the weirdest ones. I gotta say Elk, bro. That has to be the Elk Crockpot, there's no way. Okay, so that's Mammoth apparently. How is that Mammoth, bro? Oh my goodness. What is happening in rank to with Rippers with listen and detention only? I don't know, bro. That was a weird game. That was just everything about that was weird. Next match here, we've got a Fool's Gold game on Red Church from Obanai here. We got a, oh my, what, bro? No, this is low tier. This is low tier. I can tell because there's a Tide Prisoner, and there's a Tide Dancer, and a Tide Knee-Jerk Priestess. So, Tide Knee-Jerk Priestess is actually very viable. In tourney. In rank, I would say no. Maybe if you're with a duo in champion, maybe in like, wow, that was actually a pretty quick down against the Enchantress. She had a 3-second, didn't even use it, that's crazy. That was like a 45-second down, very well played. But Enchantress is supposed to counter Fool's Gold because anytime she gets chipped, she gets a stun, so I don't know why she wasn't using any of her stuns. But yeah, Priestess should not have this build until at least, in my opinion, Alicorn. You should always have most likely Knee-Jerk or Fly with Priestess. I would think Knee-Jerk would be better. Okay, so Prisoner's not paying attention to the rock. That rock is so far away, and it's very easily reactable. Whenever you see the rock shaking, that means it's about to explode and deal damage until the rock is about to actually fall off. But that has a different sound effect and look to it. So once you recognize the difference between the two, you can easily tell. The difference. Now, what's really interesting here is that they're duo decoding, which means that if you have good game sense, you actually think a rescue is going to come in right now. Okay, so they go to the other side of the portal. They finish that Cypher. But the fact that they're duo decoding, so here's the thing, fun fact about Hunter. When you see 3 Cyphers shaking, you instantly realize, 3 Cyphers are shaking. That means 3 survivors are decoding, which means nobody is gonna rescue. I'm surprised they didn't rescue, by the way. They have 3 Tide Turner characters, and there's an enchantress with a 3-stack on the chair with Flywheel, and they didn't rescue. And they're still doing decoding! What are they doing? They have 3 Tide Turners! You have 3 Tides! You're a Tide Priz, Tide Dancer. He actually got hit, oh my goodness. Go to the pallet, bro. Not that one. Oh my goodness. Bro, this prisoner is making me question my life choices. And they went through the... Dude, this priestess and this dancer are the best of buddies because they just won't separate when they really need to. Break long portal here. She's dead! Okay, down goes dancer. And the thing is, the priestess is gonna take time to heal her instead of rescue. Oh, okay, never mind. They actually abandoned each other. I'm actually surprised. The dancer's saying, help me. Don't you realize you're a low priority right now? There's something more pressing. The prisoner who's about to die. You should set up an unstable ground, by the way. Set up an unstable ground. Okay, or just Terror Shock the priestess. That works too. All right. Yeah, this is Hound. This has got to be Hound, bro. I don't know what these survivors are doing. This has to be Hound. So guys, if you're watching, if you're new to Identity 5, there are 4 final traits. There are Borrowed Time, Flywheel, Knee-Jerk Reflex, and Tide Turner. Tide Turner is a rescue trait. You never want to use Tide Turner on a kiting or decoding character, pretty much ever. Rescuers always want that Tide Turner effect. There are some exceptions, especially when you get up higher in the tiers, but as a general rule, if you're a kiting-based character, which means you want to contain the hunter, you want to distract them, you don't want to rescue, you want to bring Borrowed Time, always. Almost every character should have Borrowed Time. I think until you reach alicorn rank, you should always have Borrowed Time. That is my personal opinion. You should always have Borrowed Time. Even if you're a Mind's Eye, you should always have Borrowed Time. And I would say the most standard build if you are just starting off is Borrowed Time, Knee-Jerk Reflex. Always have those 2 and always have Self-Heal. Those 3 are absolutely necessary. I would bring those 3 up until, I would say, Elk. Then after you reach Elk, you can start trying to use Flywheel, which is far more skill dependent, but also a kiting trait. If you're gonna bring Tide Turner, please only bring it on a rescuer. Do not bring Tide Prisoner. Do not bring Tide Dancer. Unless you are extremely confident and you are at least alicorn. I would still never personally do it. It is not the right build. It will not get you wins in rank. Even if it's like, oh, nobody else will bring it, so I want to bring it. Stop, don't bring it. Still don't bring it. Just pick a rescue character instead. Don't pick a prisoner and play Tide. If you want to use Tide Turner and Prisoner, don't. Just pick a rescue character. I'm sorry. That is how it should be. Maybe you can make it work in the low tiers, but as a general rule, yeah, don't. Overall, I think that match has to be Cobra. And I felt a little higher than Worker B because I feel like at least the survivors knew what to do, but there was still a lot of duo decoding. The Fool's Gold gameplay was still pretty good. I'm gonna say Cobra for this one. And yep, it indeed was Cobra gameplay. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, that Fool's Gold was good. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, you kind of just swept through the survivors, so I don't really have any advice for you. But yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, that's all I can really say for now. It's kind of hard because you kind of just obliterated those guys. All right, moving on to the next match here. We have another friend of the channel, Misty. I think I'm cheating here again because I think I already know what their rank is, but I'm gonna try to guess at what their rank was at the current time. But they're going up against a Seer, Toy Merchant, Mercenary, and Lawyer. Lawyer with a borrowed knee-jerk build here. Mercenary with likely borrowed time Tide. Seer with, I actually don't know. That actually looks like Flywheel. Oh, he's using the statue to his advantage. Oh, that's so goofy. Okay, the Seer, or the owl isn't back yet. Well, the owl is not back yet. You could have swung. And then Toy Merchant with also borrowed knee-jerk. So I'm guessing the Seer has Flywheel here. And you've got a trump card Confined Space build. This is fine because Sculptor really doesn't need detention. Oh my gosh, you break pallets so fast. That is crazy. All right, well, we see a bird. There's the bird. Okay, don't hit the bird. Stall it out. Or try to break the bird with a thing. Doesn't work, unfortunately. Not that it really matters because he still gets the same amount of distance. Okay. So far, so good. We might see a blink here. No, you make it. You don't need to blink. And... wow, that's actually kind of a scam. Now you need to blink. Oh, I personally would have blinked drop down hit there for no attack recovery. Oh, okay, no, good chip, good chip. Okay, that was like a 65, 70 second kite from the Seer. That's a pretty good kite from the Seer. all things considered. And no blink forced out though. That's the big thing. No blink was forced out. We're gonna chisel the lawyer here because you know where the lawyer likely spawned. So we're gonna chisel him, slow down his cipher here. You have to respect the chisel. Never get greedy with the chisel, guys. I'll say any good sculptor player, never get greedy for a cipher. Never. The only time you would want to do that is if you're at full health and the cipher is very close to being primed and you want to waste the statues to make the rescue easier. I would say 90% of the time though, always respect. Oh, Merc! You had an entire 1.5 second window to get that rescue. Oh my goodness. Bro. He had an entire 1.5 window to get it and he was just like, yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. All right, it's time to click buttons. Click button simulator, woo! No way. Yo, Sculptor's so dumb, but dude, I swear. Sculptor is so stupid, I swear. Oh my, yo, the toy merchant's just like, yo, come on, guys, come on. Oh man, Sculptor camp is ridiculous, dude. It really is. It is so ridiculous. All right, well, we have tons of statues. Just click buttons. You don't even need to think. Just click buttons. Get the rescue so you can share the seer in that chair, and then you just start clicking buttons. Click buttons, damage, yep. Oh my goodness, dude. This character is so silly. Sculptor, dude, once this character gets to full press, I swear she's so spammy, dude. Oh, she's so spammy. Okay, well, you guarantee this. You guarantee win this. The mercenary messing up the rescue was the biggest reason why. Like, you guarantee win this. Yeah, you just guarantee win. Using the statues to scout out where the mercenary is. Fun fact for those who don't know, if you use a full pres statue as Sculptor, the statue will always move into the direction of the closest survivor. Okay, this mercenary is confusing me quite a bit, I must say. One more full pres statue here, and down goes the mercenary. And yep, down he goes. He does have no more self-heal, I'm pretty sure. But we're gonna chair him anyway just to force somebody else in. Into the chair he goes. All right, let's look at ciphers. They did heal up the lawyer. You have a pretty good general idea of where they are. Let's see. Yeah, general idea, not quite there yet. Did we get a little chip here maybe on the toy merchant? Not quite. Okay, very close. Would have been nice to get that chip because if you got that chip, she probably would have died here. Let's see. Spam the statues. Okay, you get a chip. We have enough statue to scare her? Nope, not quite. Good elbow pad for the Merc, I will say. Good elbow pad. That was his last pad. It's a pretty decent pad. Okay. I think at this point you just use your blink here. And then you don't get greedy for your statues anymore. I would save your statues. Actually, I don't even need to blink. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't need to spam the statues too much at this point, I feel like, because I mean he's already dead. He has no more items. And you can use them for next kite and just kind of spam them, and then everybody else should kind of just die. Let's see. We're going to chisel the lawyer. We can actually pressure him. Yep, see how the lawyer's respecting it? You gotta respect it, dude. You gotta respect it. Yep, see, even then, even when you do respect it, you can still get hit. You kind of have to run in like really weird. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's gonna be the game right there. That's gonna be the game. All we do is chair the toy merchant, use full presence, find out the lawyer, and then we should be good to go. You might just like warp towards him somewhat. Let's see. I could see a potential warp here. Let's see. We might chisel the cipher. No, we're gonna head to that cipher first. You think he's gonna be big boat? We break the catapult. Full pres statues here. Full pres? No? Okay. Scouting out your small boat. He's not there. I would just start spamming full pres statues. At this point. Okay. And I think we've kind of reached the hiding mind games now. We're a little lost right now. A little bit lost. Let's see. Chisel. Full presence. It doesn't explode, so nobody's nearby. Okay, that's what happens when nobody's nearby, by the way, when you use Sculptor. If the full pres statues don't collide and then move in a direction, that means there's no survivor within a certain range. I forget exactly what the range is, but it's pretty significant. It looks like we're just gonna sit on top of a dungeon here. Toy merchant will die. I think you can still stuff the lawyer because he doesn't have flywheel. These guys sit on top of the dungeon and wait for crows, which should happen any second now. Let's see. Lawyer should get crows now. Oh. Do we see him? I think we saw him. We saw him, right? There's the trail. Okay, he gets one statue hit. More statues. Spam the statues. Yeah, spam the statues. Very well played, very well played. Okay. Very nice, very nice. All right, so I don't know if Misty's been Hydra. I know Misty has been Dragon. I think this one felt more like a Cyclops game. I think I'm gonna say Cyclops for this game. Let's see here. And you are, oh wow, that's Manti 5? Dude, Griffins are so weird, I swear. I think Griffin might have to be like another second tier of like the elk crockpot of skill, because like some Griffins are just like, they look like they're elks, and then some Griffins look like they're champions. It's crazy, man. I don't know. I really don't know, dude. Good game overall, though. Very good game overall. Okay, next Max looks like we got ourselves a Percy out here. Detention confined Percy on Chinatown. Percy's pretty good on Chinatown here. I'm already inclined to say Manticore with these spawns potentially. Well, maybe. We're up against Officer, Patient, Antiquarian, and Psychologist. That's gonna be a hit. Yep, because you're already 50% energy, the Psychologist cannot use her flute. We have a Tide, Borrowed Officer, Flywheel, Borrowed Patient, Knee-Jerk, Borrowed, Psych, and Anti. Okay, it's pretty standard across the board here. Anti could have Flywheel. What the, huh? That missed? Wait, I'm actually kind of surprised. Okay, I actually am kind of surprised about that, huh? We'll slash through the pallet here, okay. Dash, good dash dodge. You might see another flute here. No flute, I'm surprised she didn't try to flute into pallet stun. She definitely could have got that. Oh, beautiful jump from the Anti. Okay, this feels like high tier gameplay. This feels like high tier, if at the very least Griffin, I would say. But no Flywheel from the Anti because she doesn't have it. We are gonna see no Wanted Order. That's actually a bit of a surprise. I feel like a lot of Percys bring Wanted Order. Interesting. We do have Impulsive, and it looks like Control Freak here. It's pretty common for Percy. No more dashes, though. We do have Teleport as well to TP back onto the Anti once you need to here. Oh my gosh, I did not know that was a thing. I truly didn't. Okay, Patient should be cooked here. Boop. Oh, messes up the Flywheel. That's tough. That's tough, that's tough. Okay, Anti still does not pick herself up just yet. Now she picks herself up. Go back for the Anti now. TP Anti. No? Ooh, interesting. Oh, the Patient messed up! He didn't notice. The Percy didn't notice. Wait, the Psych is... Psych! She was trying to whistle to the Anti. I was like, what is she doing, bro? Why is she saying? I thought she went AFK. Yo, this Psych got so greedy, dude. This Psych got so greedy. Well, you can't hit her now because she still has stress, so you want to wait this out here. Psych. Well, on the bright side for the Psychologist, she can get back up, and she'll still have 2 hits, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Now we're gonna go for the Officer here. It looks like this is gonna be the Christmas Officer. Probably pops a Pocket Watch here soon. There's a Pocket Watch. Is that gonna be a hit? It is! I don't know why the Officer followed the most direct route. That was rather interesting. Yeah, you're kinda, I guess, you're kinda, oh my gosh. Officer! Mix it up, buddy! Mix it up! He's like walking in straight lines against a Percy. Oh my goodness. Your Officer who, you know, your whole mechanic is mixing things up with your movement. And that's what you gotta do against Percy. That's why Officer's so good against Percy. Well, kiting-wise at least. You know, rescues maybe not so much. Oh my gosh. Big Percy Blast. Into... Unga Bunga. Into... Unga... What?! How did that miss? How did that miss? Dude, you got scammed. This guy Percy getting scammed right now. Okay, normally Percy's the one scamming me, but now you're the one scamming. Okay, let's see. Every person has been downed at least once, so their ciphers are going to be significantly behind. I'm pretty sure they're behind 200% right now or so. Maybe more like 160. Thing is, though, you're really not tunneling down characters, and that's really not good. You really need to start tunneling down some of these guys. I mean, Percy can obviously get very, very aggressive here. Unfortunately, not seeing the Psychologist there. You really want to try to down this this Anti. Oh, they have to heal off on the first Officer. That Officer definitely has a healing build. Definitely has a healing build, I can tell. Big Percy Blast. And boom! Big Percy Blast. Percy. It's a big Percy Blast right there. So we're going to continue going for the Officer here. He does not drop down. Good patience from the Officer. We're going to hit the Psychologist here. Boom. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Lots of injuries on the board here. Lots and lots of injuries. The Psych is gonna try to hide again. I'm not really sure what her... This Psych is very, very, very greedy, bro. This is one of the greediest Psychs I've ever seen. You'll call up Team GR. This Psych needs to be a part of Team GR, bro. Team Greed. Who is Team Glory? I only know Team Greed, bro. Oh, do we see the officer? We do? Dash? Oh, he didn't even use his watch. Okay, we might TP to the Cypher here. We do TP to Cypher. Okay, this is most people not decoding. Patient right there, he hooks. Oh, what? Okay, now that's a scam. He's behind the wall, dude. Oh my goodness, 3 people down. 3 people down at once. Oh my goodness. Okay, Patient doesn't have self-heal, and neither does Psychologist. Auntie, pick up the freaking... Oh wait, that Cypher's almost it's almost primed. Wait. No, wait, is it primed? Is it primed? No way it's primed, right? I don't think it's primed. No, it's not primed just yet. Interesting. There's no... No! It was! Oh, no. No, all your hard work. All your hard work. Oh, wasted. Oh, yeah, he's too far for that. Oh, all your hard work. No. That's... Oh, and it's Officer. This could be a 4. This could be a 4. The Officer has Dungeon. If the Officer actually wants to mix it up, though. Oh, we're going to go for the Psych now? Wait. Kill the Psych here. Kill the Psych. This Psych is so... This Psych is so greedy, bro. Get off the gate. This Psych is so greedy, bro. Oh, my gosh. That is the greediest Psychologist I've ever seen. That is 100% the greediest Psychologist I have ever seen in my entire life. Okay. That's going to be a 3 escape, it looks like. Oh, maybe a draw. Maybe a draw. If you can dash and beat the Officer to the gate, wait, TP, TP, TP now, TP now, TP now. You can maybe get a draw, a clutch draw. Wait, the Auntie. No, that's only her first down. She should be able to crawl out. Wait. She doesn't have sticker to draw. She doesn't have a sticker. This is a flywheel Auntie she made that. Wait. No way, dude. Come on. Oh, Percy got cheesed, dude. He got so cheesed. Oh, that was so good, dude. That was such a good game. That was actually such a good game, man. I can't even... that's tough. Those are some smart survivors, too. Except for that Psychologist. I don't know what that Psychologist was doing. She was very, very greedy. I feel like her kites were, like, okay. But, like, she was just greedy on, like, all of her decision-making. Yeah, that felt like, I don't think I can put that Cyclops because, like, some of the survivors were very greedy / not mixing it up too much. That Auntie was very good, though. That Auntie was very good. I think I have to say Manticore for that one. And let's see, you are indeed in Manticore as well. I see. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that you really needed to tunnel down that Auntie. Your chase with Percy is very good, but I think you really need to start tunneling down some of the survivors because you had a lot of damage across the board, but they Cypher rushed you, and then once they popped, the damage didn't matter. If you're able to at least get one person out of the game, you can start playing like how you currently do now. But I would say the best way to do things now is to focus on getting one person out of the game as quickly as possible, and then you can start playing like how you do, like hyper aggressively and switching targets, all that good stuff. But then again, you know, Percy can kind of just gamble all the time and can get away with it, so it really depends on your play style. But I do still think the best thing to do is try to eliminate one person as quickly as possible. Either way, very well played game. Respect to you for uploading one of your losses. Not many people can do that, so huge respect to you. And keep up the good Percy gaming. It was a very, very solid game. Moving on to the next match here, we've got a patient player out here. Why Cats No 2. Not really sure what that means, but interesting. We have a Nightmare out here with what? Is that that's an Insolence Nightmare? An Insolence? You're walking towards him. Okay. An Insolence Nightmare, huh? Okay, I can already tell that you are unconfident on where to kite, so this already makes me think somewhat low tier, probably elk or something so far. Let's see. I can't. He's abnormal insolence nightmare. Okay, interesting. What the? Oh my gosh, this nightmare's fast. What the? Is he trying to red light you? What is he doing? Okay, they're pinging Cypher Machine Prime, which is when Blink is ready. I am confused. What is going on? This nightmare is so weird. Inso? Abnormal nightmare. Another hook? Oh no, not the best hook. Not the best hook out there, not the best hook. Okay. Alright, so Nightmare is kind of hard to play on this map. He can be used on this map, but I would say he's really hard. There's a lot of like walls and whatnot, but there's a lot of alleyways. So he can be, it's like kind of like a double-edged sword because he can work well in the alleyways, but there's a lot of curved spots where he can't really do anything about. So he's gonna TP to Psychologist. We might abnormal the Cypher here. Yep, he's gonna abnormal the Cypher. But this also leads to a free rescue, and he can't come back to you at all, which is interesting. So he might just be on somebody else now, which is, yeah, I don't know. This is weird. He's gonna be on the Psychologist now. Okay, so first things first. I think the biggest thing was it didn't really seem like you had any type of route planned, which is fine because I mean a lot of the time you kind of have to reroute on the fly, but I think the biggest thing here was that your hooks also didn't really get you anywhere where you wanted to go. It was kind of just like for straight distance, which again is also fine. But I would consider like when you're like getting first kite, the biggest thing that you got to consider is when you use your item, what direction you want to go into, because your hooks kind of like when you hooked into the corner, that was really not that good. You almost got hit there. If that nightmare was a little bit faster, he definitely would have got you there. I don't really know what you're doing here. You've already been on the chair. Go decode. What are you doing? I know you want to help out your buddy, the Psychologist here with the speed boost. And that's not bad. That's not bad. But I do think it was probably better to decode here because the thing is he can now switch targets to you because you've already been on the chair. So even if you eat a hit for her, which you do eat a hit for her, and you also just gave him Revelation. Actually, I don't know if the Nightmare buff came in at the time of recording this. I don't know. Right now, he should be chasing you, because now that here's the thing, you're in danger now. You're in danger. For some reason, he's gonna chase the Psychologist. I don't know what this Nightmare is doing. Okay, this Nightmare is weird. So if this Nightmare was playing like a high tier hunter, what a high tier hunter would do here is they would chase you because you've already been on the chair. I don't know why they're chasing the Psychologist. They should be chasing you because you've already been on the chair. There is zero reason to chase the Psychologist here. It looks like he's actually gonna maybe try to chase you here now. Let's see. You're not really looking behind you at all either, so you really need to start looking behind you more. Otherwise, you're gonna get mind gamed very heavily. There we go. Yeah, see the Nightmare is gonna heavily mind game you here. We see a speed boost. Down goes the Psychologist. Okay. What? No. What do you? Okay. There's no reason to do that. You just wasted that pallet. I mean, it's a good thing, but like now he can just. Okay, this is really weird. This is really weird gameplay. Okay, what? For what? He wasn't even near you, huh? I am so confused. Okay, this is a weird Nightmare. This is a weird patient. This is very weird. This has to be Elk. Okay, this has to be Elk. This is working because it's Elk, and okay, yeah, I would do the same thing. Okay, so. Oh gosh, there's so much wrong with this game, dude. in so abnormal Nightmare. Oh my goodness. All right. So if that was a high tier Nightmare, what you did there was you sacrificed yourself as Psychologist. But if it was a high tier Nightmare, he literally would have just killed you instead, and you would have been on the chair way earlier, and then you likely would have been dead on chair, and then it would be a 3-person endgame with the last Cypher at 60, which means the Nightmare could potentially win that. So normally I would say that's a fine decision to go for if you hadn't already been on the chair. The fact that you were already on the chair, it was very, very risky to go for that. If this Nightmare was a higher level hunter, they would definitely take advantage of the fact that you were body blocking or like protecting the Psychologist, and it really wouldn't have worked out. However, in this specific case, it did work out. It's just that I would be a little more mindful of when you can actually go for that. And he wasted his teleport there, so now you're gonna be able to pop. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know what this Nightmare is thinking with the inso abnormal. Nightmare should never have insolence. He just shouldn't. I see I don't see there ever being a time when Nightmare should have Inso when he wants to win. If he wants to draw, sure. It's like a heavy aggressive build to bring that, and maybe it can work out, but I feel like for the most part it should just be detention confined warp, detention trump card blink, something like that. We do see a little bit of Tinnitus feeding here, and because he has no teleport, you should just be able to walk out the gate while the officer just dies. Okay. Yeah, this was a very odd game, and it looks like the happy couple with their child are going to be able to get out the gate here. So yeah, that was a very odd game. It wasn't necessarily bad because the initial kite was still pretty long. That Nightmare was just really weird. This is just a really hard game to judge. It was just a lot of weird decision making. I think the biggest thing though was, while it did work out for you protecting the Psychologist, I do think maybe after the first initial speed boost you should have ran away. Maybe the first one was fine, but the second you took that hit, especially, you needed to leave. Because if he switches to you, you're obviously closer to dying on chair. So that was the biggest, I think, mistake in that game. However, I think the kiting was fine. I would just say be more mindful of looking behind you as well, because you might get mind gamed as well. But for the most part, not too bad. That Nightmare was just very aggressive. I think for that game, I'm gonna have to say, I think I'll say Mammoth. I feel like the skills are there. They just need a little more time to like cook. You know, I feel like that's what it's gonna be. And it's Griffin 4 during this match on the Asia server. Interesting, very interesting. Yeah, that was one of the weirdest games today. We've had a couple weird games today, but that was definitely one of the weirder ones, that's for sure. Very weird game. Next match here, looks like we have ourselves a Dream Witch here. This is Kel on IDV. Looks like it was Hunt and then Max Berserk, so you really want to try to go for those double downs on this this Dream Witch here. Now let's see here. Spawning Shack going straight for the coordinator. Oh my gosh, you are fast. Sheesh, main body. I always forget how fast main body is. Okay. So you're up against Coordinator, Cheerleader, Little Girl, Perfumer. So they don't have a Rescuer. That's a very early hit. Very early hit here. Wow, that's a down. Okay. Why does the Cheerleader have Tide? Hello? Why does the Cheerleader... Okay, the Coordinator with Tide is fine. Most coordinators play Broken Coordinator. I think Tide Coordinator is fine. It's not... I think it's fine if she's the solo rescuer. I really don't know why the Cheerleader has Tide. I don't know what the Cheerleader's doing with Tide. Cheerleader does not need Tide. Cheerleader, in my personal opinion, my humble opinion, Cheerleader is bad with Tide. I don't know what the little girl has or the Perfumer has, but I guess we'll find out here. Is anybody going to rescue the Coordinator? Is that Tide Cheerleader not going to rescue the Coordinator? We're going to send out one of these spawn flowers to pressure down Little Girl's Cypher, which is really good. So now, very few people are decoding. We have a leech to protect the chair as well. So now there's only one person decoding at 5 ciphers. This is really good. We might see a main body patroller here. Nope, we're going to leech here first, actually. Okay. Okay, that's a really good hit. Look at this Berserker. Going to go crazy here. Ooh. The double pursuit, I see. Ah, the pincer attack. Yes. We love the... Ooh, nice chart attack. No page from the little child. Oh, she didn't have a page. Ha. My name is Tomie. Ha. So funny. Okay. So now we're going to cheer Coordinator here. We can go pressure... Oh, wait. Did we get the little girl in time? Oh, no, we don't. Oh, unfortunate. Coordinator does go down here because it wasn't after half rescue. Dies with her gun, too. Didn't even get to use her gun. Not great for the Coordinator at all. Not great at all. Yeah, I mean, Coordinator is, I wouldn't say countered by Dream Witch, but it definitely can be a bit of a tricky matchup sometimes, due to the fact that when you shoot one follower, you can sometimes just get hit by the other. But when you're a Coordinator, the goal is to try to shoot the main follower and then get hit by your leech. That's the biggest goal here. Let's see here. Perfumer is gonna do a little bit of a trick here. Well, not a trick as much. Oh, the double perfume. Ah, interesting. Well, now you can swing. Flywheel. Okay, very nice. Yeah, this is a win. I can already tell. You have way too much momentum. You have 2 leeches. Little girl doesn't even have a witch mark. She needs to go pick up a witch mark and de-leech. Now she's got it. You could swap to blink here as well. Nope, we're gonna patrol her here first. Okay. Predicted that the Perfumer would vault, but she's not actually vaulting. Interesting. Oh, you're gonna wait for that thing to break the... Oh, I can already tell this is a high-level Dream Witch. This is a high-level Dream Witch. See, if that was me, I'd move my Patrol to the other side and keep mind game, but you knew the leech was coming in, and then would automatically break the pallet so that your Patroller would be able to go through. That is a higher-level Dream Witch game sense right there. That is higher level for sure. It looks like we're gonna chair out toward the Ciphers here as well. Yeah, this is a very good Dream Witch, I can tell. This is a very, very good Dream Witch. I'm honestly inclined to say potentially Dragon. Issue is these survivors are really weird. I feel like the Hunter has a significant skill gap with these survivors, especially with the builds, because I really don't know what's going on with the builds. The Coiner didn't use her gun, brought Tide, didn't use the gun for some reason. You kind of have to use the gun if you're going to bring Tide. And then the Cheerleader has Tide and is also not using her items. And there's the instant farm. Okay, yeah, this is a strange game from the survivors, I must say. The skill gap does seem very high here. Very, very high, I have to say. I don't know if I can say Dragon. This does not seem like Dragon gameplay. I feel like this Dream Witch herself feels Dragon level, but these survivors feel like they're mammoths, I have to say. They do feel like they're mammoths. Maybe Griffins, but there's no way this is Manticore gameplay, bro. There's no way. This has to at least be One-Eyed Cyclops, surely. There's no way. This Dream Witch is just too good, bro. I can tell. There's like too many like small things that even I didn't really think I would do like as a Dream Witch. And my Dream Witch sucks, obviously, but I have like, you know, basic game sense of what a Dream Witch should do because I've just seen tournaments, and they're doing stuff that I didn't like think about like when it comes to Dream Witch even. So let's see here. We have the Leech. Down goes the Perfumer. We can releash in about 5 seconds. Or we can just grab her with the main follower here. And that's going to be 2 survivors left. Perfumer is now dead on chair, right? Yeah, Perfumer's dead on chair. Little girl still has leech. We still haven't even swapped to blink. And both survivors are injured. This should be a guaranteed for elimination. All you have to do here is just kind of clean up the rest of the game here. Let's see. You know what the little girl is because you have a leech on her. So she de-leeches, but your leech is ready again. And the Patroller to cancel her teleport. Very well played. Very, very well played. We'll just follow her here. Main body's going to keep on following. Oh, it paused there, actually. Unfortunate. Did indeed pause. Now we can leash the small child. There we go. And now we'll just kind of pincer it up here. We'll fall down with the main, it looks like. The prediction! The prediction! Ooh! This is what I mean, bro. This is how I can tell this is a very strong, very, very good Dream Witch. No blink here? No swap blink? Swap blink here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Waited until she was in the animation, securing the blink, securing it every time. Yeah, this Dream Witch is very good. Okay, I have to say, if this is anything less, I feel like this Dream Witch is like an X. This feels like X Hydra, I can't lie. This actually feels like X Hydra. Maybe like they're going up against weaker survivors, but this Dream Witch feels like an X Hydra, I have to say. This Dream Witch feels very, very, very good. Like this is the kind of Dream Witch that I would go up against and like we'd lose. Like even in 4-stack VC, like they could probably beat us. This is all happening at 4 ciphers, by the way. I mean, they probably have 2 ciphers that are pretty close to being done. But yeah, this Dream Witch is just... This Dream Witch is very good. Very, very good. Let's see here. Little girl should go down here. We have main follower. Main follower does not have blink, yeah? No, it does have blink. Okay, not that it matters. You get the kill anyway. Okay, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That really felt like X Hydra gameplay to me. With the game sense, the planning ahead of like what the survivors are doing. It kind of felt like you had them wrapped around your thumb the entire game. And that was just like complete domination. It wasn't even like close. That was like complete domination. So yeah, I think I don't know what to rate that because the survivors were so weird. They brought like Tide Cheerleader. Tide Cheerleader is not something you'd ever see like not in Griffin. So is this just like a Manticore X Hydra fighting Griffins or something? I think I might say that actually. I'll say Manticore, maybe potentially after season reset. Okay, that was Cyclops. Cyclops, what? Okay, yeah, that really felt like X peak tier to me. That felt like X Hydra gameplay going up against like lower tiers. That's really what that game felt like. I don't really know how to describe it any other way than that. That's really just what it felt like. Yeah, your Dream Witch is crazy. Keep up the good work. That's all I can say. That Dream Witch is scary. I hope I do not get that Dream Witch in rank. Actually, I do. I think it would be fun to fight that Dream Witch, but I'd probably lose. Moving on to the next match. Now, this one's interesting, and I have to pause. Well, maybe not pause. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm guessing this is the CN server because that's a Naiad with a KFC. What the? What? Huh? What? Is this what happens when you try to play on the CN server from America? How am I supposed to rate this? Okay, on to the real next match. Let's just forget about whatever we just witnessed here. We've got a Gardener. It's Gardener time up against a Peeper Geisha. Huh, okay. You know, Peeper Geisha is a thing. It's obviously not the most common thing in the world, but it definitely exists. Yeah, you just wait there and chill. Yeah, just take the vault. Obviously, with Gardener Bubble, you can just be as risky as possible. Oh, we're gonna stay here. We're not gonna try to transition at all. Interesting. Okay, nice dash cancel. Beautiful, beautiful dash cancel. Now I play Pout Mind Games here. If that was me, it was hitting. I know that 1,000%. I don't even gotta think. I know if that was me, I was hitting 1,000,000,000%. Okay, this Geisha is very respectful to pallets. That's gonna be a hit. Okay, I was about to say, if that missed you, I was just gonna uninstall the game at this point, because at that point, the game just hates me. We're gonna bubble here. Okay. We'll take a window vault here. The Geisha should dash now. Oh, she messed up. Oh. You are so lucky. Nah, bro, because I know if that's me. I know 1,000% if that's me I was hitting. Oh, man, you've got like the Santee levels of luck or something. Okay, she drops her first Peeper. I kind of forgot that this Geisha didn't have Blink. That was actually a good dash here. The bird, and she still misses? Oh my goodness, I kind of feel bad for this Geisha. This is truly a Geisha's hitbox bad, but only when it's like you kind of moment, you know? Okay. Oh, she still goes over, swings immediately. This Geisha's very impatient. Your kite is very good, though, I must say. The kite is very, very good. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay. How are you? How are these not hitting you? What the heck? Okay, that was a very long kite. I can tell just by the way that both Geisha and you are moving that this is like definitely. I want to say high tier. This feels like alicorn. This feels like alicorn right now. Maybe champion. I have to see how the rest of the game goes. There is no rescuer though. That's the issue here. I kind of want to see how this rescue goes. Geisha's not really. Did she drop the Peeper at all? Okay, she finally dropped the Peeper. Sia's coming in for the rescue. Ciphers are pretty good right now. They are indeed pretty good. Let's see. 50 and accuracy I think was like 40 or something. Let's see. Okay, no TS. A little bit of lag there with the replay. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. Indeed. Okay, this Geisha pretty much needs to kill you. No, okay, this is 4% in game guaranteed. And unless she pulls out something crazy, this is 4% in game guaranteed here. Okay, Titan effect, you'll go down. Yeah, but both the ciphers are basically primed, so. Oh, she messed up. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate for the Geisha. Okay, this should be a 4% game guaranteed. This should be a 4% game guaranteed, bro. He got another bird in that time. That is crazy. Yeah, it's 4% game. Notice, by the way, notice how... I just think it's funny. Notice how most of the survivor submissions are always on Arms Factory and Hospital. I just think that's really funny, dude. I should honestly like keep like a statistic next time for like how many people submit matches. Survivors, I guarantee, will have a lot of matches submitted on Arms Factory and Hospital. Oh, the instant farm. This could actually be a draw now. And then the amount of people. That's a draw, actually. Wow, all that for a draw. That's kind of crazy. All because of that late pop. That pop was very late. That kind of sucks. All that hard work for a draw. Man. I mean, I don't think the Seer should have rescued it. It should have been somebody else, but I guess they're a little too greedy, so that's it. That is it. She gets the draw. Yeah, but I want to see how many survivors do like Armor Acting Hospital and how many hunters would choose. What? Mike Gaming, where are you going? I've never seen that before. That's crazy. But yeah, all the hunters would they'd submit matches from like Chinatown, Moonlit, and Ever Sleeping. Anyway, aside from that, that was a good game. I think the geisha was a little impatient. No rescuer. That felt like alicorn. That felt like alicorn to me. I think I'll say alicorn. And you're gonna be Griffin. Griffin 4. Dude, Griffin is such a weird tier. Both of you guys feel like you're alicorn and one-eyed Cyclops. I feel like you could potentially even be champion too. I just didn't say champion because the geisha was so impatient and like didn't really know how to use her hitbox properly. She's looking like me when I play geisha. Still, that was a very good kite. Very good kite. Next match here, we've got ourselves a Night Watch here. Kochuu the Night Watch. I'm actually really excited for this because Night Watch is my hunter main. Now let's see here. We got Seer, Lawyer, Psych, and Acro. So no rescuer. But all these characters are rather strong. Acro is getting very greedy for Shack. Hello? Oh my gosh, Acro. So greedy. And he wasted a bomb. Okay. Is he dead? Oh my goodness. He was so close to being dead. Okay. Yeah, I can already tell. Maybe it's just the acrobat, but I can already tell that this is not high tier. Wow, that's a very early owl. Okay. And it actually got used up so the acro to miss and he slow vaults. Okay, yeah, this is not high tier. I can already tell this is not high tier. This is the, oh my, oh wait, what? He's glitching through walls, huh? Okay. So we have a detention confined blink build from you here. I do completely agree with the build. This is definitely the build you want to go with Night Watch on this map most of the time. Or at least, you know, standard builds. We don't really know what anybody else has. I imagine the Seer has Flywheel or Knee Jerk. Lawyer's gonna have Bar Time Knee Jerk. Psych should have Bar Time Knee Jerk, not tied. Yeah, but the reason I can tell is when the Acrobat bombed through the window, there was literally zero reason for him to bomb. And also, I don't know why he decided to go straight to Shack when he already has a very OP window to work with. Oh, so you can't make that rescue. So, fun fact, as a reminder, one of the best ways for Night Watch to win is by stuffing a rescue, and you just did that. So, yeah, this is a win for you. This is already a win for you. But yeah, if you spawn there, everybody, do not go immediately Shack. Do that what that Acrobat did. What you'd want to do instead is that OP window that's like right around the corner. You'd want to take that instead. And if you have a broken Windows boost, you definitely want to use that. Or like against this Night Watch, you could take the vault. He'll probably use a speed boost to jump on through it, and then you can bomb 2 Shack pallet, drop Shack pallet, and then he'll be forced to use his other wind to get you. If he wants to kill you then. And there's a chance if you have really good ping that you might be able to make the vault in Shack. If you have knee jerk also, you'll definitely just make the pallet in the first place. I'm kind of just going on a rant here, but yeah, this is already a win, I can tell. Because the Acrobat's dead on chair. Seer might heal in time with everybody trying to support him here. Let's see. Call back. Don't hit the Psychologist. Okay. Well, actually, no, I would agree. I actually think hitting the Psychologist there is better in the long run. Because if Seer gets up, you know he has no self-heal. And getting a hit on the Psychologist is really good because you waste your stress. So, this is actually very good. Psych is the only one who can rescue. Laura's going to start decoding. You've got full win stacks. Psych is already here for a very, very, very early rescue, and I don't know why. Okay, there was no reason to do that. You should just swung. It is a Psych with Tide. Interesting. That is indeed a Psych with Tide. We jump over this pallet, but Night Watch is so gosh darn slow, so it doesn't matter. I'm surprised you're not using your blink, honestly. I'm surprised you're not using your blink. I would use my blink way long ago. We got the win mind game. Beautiful. Get the Seer down. Very nice, very nice. Go for a hit on the Psychologist here before she can transition. Double win mod doesn't really do much for you there. I don't really know what this Psych is doing, actually. She's kind of getting really greedy. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this Psych is very greedy. You're a rooster? No, you are part of Team GR. That's what you are. All right, we'll try the Psychologist here. Seer might pick himself up in time, though. Let's see. Does he pick himself up in time? Will he even pick himself up? He might not. There's a chance. You have tonight, so you know the lawyer's nearby. She's just trying to crawl away. Well, I mean, you're already in a checkmate situation. There's 3 ciphers left. 1 person down, 1 person on chair, and Lawyer at half health. There's nothing that he can do. You can just sit here all day. Okay, Psych finally died, and it looks now like we're gonna slug. Okay, you should have a relatively good idea of where the Lawyer is now. Yes, I'm guessing. Nope, we're still a little bit lost. Okay, he went to go back to heal the Seer. Okay, that actually reaches the Seer. You should know the Lawyer's nearby. Break the pallet. And there's your Lawyer. Yep, there is your Lawyer. You can just blink down him. Seer's almost completely bled out. That's actually kind of crazy. Blink here. Nice. Speed boost. He'll drop that pallet. Yep, he's too scared. Yep, I can tell that the Lawyer's scared. Doesn't matter though. Still 3 ciphers remaining. That was very well played. Very, very well played. Yeah, stuffing the rescue is definitely the best thing that you can do there. The acrobat also got very greedy for Shack. I don't really know what else to say besides that. Yeah, I don't really know where to put that. I might say Croc. I think that's gonna be a Croc game. And never mind, that's actually Sabertooth 2. Huh. I'm actually kind of surprised. I mean, I feel like your Nightwatch could be Manticore easily, but yeah, again, the survivors were definitely questionable, to say the least. All right, time for the final match here. We've got a Dream Witch. I already know. I can already tell that this is a high tier game. I recognize some of these names, specifically Rework, Lawyer, and Honor. I recognize these names, dude. I think Honor is a part of Team RM. He really, oh. Huh. Okay, interesting. Not really what I was expecting here, but okay. We're gonna see the leech being used here. Moving it far away. Oh. The Dream Witch. The Dream Witch traps. Okay, he's gonna go mid-broken here. We drop Patroller. Okay, main body should catch up in time. Let's see. And boom, down it. Oh, that was leech. Never mind. Okay, we re-leech here immediately. Oh my goodness, the movement. Okay, this is definitely high tier. This is 100% high tier. I can tell. Yeah, this is 100% high tier. We got a puppet over here. I think this is this still puppet before his buff? That's a tied puppet. Oh, it's Basement Witch. They need to sell. They need to sell. They need to sell. Basement Witch is too good, bro. Well, no, I guess they have a puppet. Puppet could brute force it. But then again, this is puppet before buff, so he needs to be very careful. He's gonna have to like spam Lewis. Oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough for the puppet actually, with the Patroller. I don't think he should go for this. Not after getting Patrollered. He should leave. Let's see here, puppet. Wait for it. Drop down now. Okay, puppet again, and then he's gonna have to puppet again. He just eats the hit. Okay. Dang, dude. Yeah, like I said, Lewis can just brute force it. Dang, you snuck past that puppet, huh? How did you do that? Wait, that was actually kind of nice. And you can leech the puppet too? Oh boy. That's 2 leeches onto the field now. They both have their witch marks, but they're not gonna be able to de-leech because they're dead. That was a before half rescue, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna grab the puppet first. Lawyer's all the way dead over here. We'll grab Lawyer second. There is a forward and a cowboy. Okay, let's see. Will Honor be able to do anything here? I don't know. We'll pick up with this, and then we'll use this one to go pressure Honor here. Nice dodge. Beautiful dodge. Oh my goodness. Okay, we pick up the puppet now, but the forward is here. Okay, forward coming out of nowhere. But the good thing here is that you still have 2 leeches and nobody's decoding. That's the best thing here. Oh, so fast. So fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, the stun. Stun on the chair. Very nice. Let's see. Forward does use flywheel. Okay. Yeah, Lawyer's now dead on chair. If you can get this Lawyer down. Oh my gosh, the support goes crazy. Sheesh. The forward plus the cowboy. Oh my gosh. And going for the body block. The patience. Ah, it hits the cowboy. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate indeed. And we will likely swap to blink here, I feel like. This feels like a blink swap. Oh yeah, I can already tell. Yep, I can already tell by the movement. I can already tell by your position and your movements. Okay, that's a really good time to swap to blink though, because now with this, the lawyer will be out of the game. You'll swap back to main body here most likely to delete somebody. Yep, indeed, indeed. There we go. They don't finish the heal in time. So main body is here. Leech is here. Puppet still has his leech. Forward's gonna ball very far away. Forward is very, very scared of you. Yeah, this is looking like a 4K. Their ciphers are significantly behind. I think they have two ciphers at 50, potentially a third one at 50. I don't actually know. It depends on how hard they've been harassing near, and like while we're also working on the ciphers that they've been like close to harassing by. So yeah, I think the only way for them to win. Actually, don't. Oh, they're catching up on ciphers. I think the only way for them to win is if forward gets a good clean rescue, and then the cowboy has to kite. He has to kite like 50 seconds basically. I don't know where the last cipher is though. We got graveyard, top broken, and shack. It looks like gonna be chasing down the puppeteer here. Thing is, you can chase somebody with cowboy's leech now. You can go pressure that cipher. Or no, you're keeping Cowboy's leech at this chair. You're pressuring it with main body, I see. Okay. We'll leech the forward here. We can force a pretty early rescue while pressuring down this cipher. Okay, misses it, unfortunately. Nice hit, okay. Everybody have. We blink down the forward with a charge attack. Very nice, very nice. Puppets on the last cipher. Now we're gonna chase down Honor here. Yo, that's told me I laugh, I swear. Okay, Cowboy about to run into you. All right, there we go. Grab it again. Now we're gonna go see if we can pressure down the drop right next to the chair. Wow, beautiful reaction from the Dream Witch. Oh my goodness. Okay. And Puppeteer got off his cipher because I guess he's feeling a little nervous. I'm not entirely sure. We'll just leave a follower right there, it seems. Yep, just leave a follower right there. He's going to decode right in front of it. Oh, well, that's a little mistake right there. The Lewis? Okay. That's his last Lewis. Cowboy might be able to get this rescue. He does get the rescue, but immediately the Cowboy goes down. You know that cipher is not going to be ready. But it's going to be close. It's like 80. Ford's going to try to delete here. But we're gonna grab the Cowboy. Looks like your batter needs a little bit of charge there, unfortunately. This is a close game, but it's gonna be a win, I think. It's definitely gonna be a win. Definitely gonna be a win for you. We'll chair right here. We'll set up a leech again. There we go. And Puppeteer's starting a new cipher, as he should. Yeah, this pressure is just so good. Put up your main body on the last cipher. And then just block it so that just block the cipher while they can't get the rescue. Blink down the Puppeteer, and that's your win. That is your win right there, because nobody can decode anymore. Nobody can decode. Very well played. Very, very well played. Don't break it. Don't break it. Yep, obviously. Yeah, this is really good gameplay. This is, and the TS too. Ooh, okay. That is very, very good. Very, very well played. Okay. That was just a really good game. That was just a really, really good game. I think that has to be Hydra. I'm kind of cheating with this one, unfortunately. I think that has to be Hydra because I'm pretty sure that Rework Lawyer and Honor are like very consistent rank survivors that always like have really, really high tiers. So I'm gonna say Hydra. I think that's actually a Hydra game. Hey, and what do you know? That is a Hydra. Ending off the last match with a Hydra Dream Witch. That was very impressive. Yeah, I got no advice, no nothing. All I can do is learn from you because that was a very impressive game. Well played. And that, gamers, is going to be all for today. All 15 matches of Guessing Your Rank once again. And please keep in mind that we are going to be once again opening up forums sometime soon after a little more time to rank up since, you know, it's still pretty early in the season for a lot of people. So we got to get those ranks up. And we'll see how the games are looking soon after. I'm excited for a new submission, especially after all the new changes that have happened since last time. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.